let's talk about the Castor Pro. Alright, I have 3 IMs to compare with it. Oh, first of all, hello guys, welcome to my new channel. I just doing it for my own pleasure. So thank you for listening to me. Just giving my honest opinions on those IMs that I have. Normally they are just cheap IM, like budget IMs, because I cannot spend too much money for my hobby. Not yet now, okay? So today we have a look at the two KZ Castor and KZ Castor Pro. The KZ Castor is pretty well known in the budget IM community, right? Because of its base, right? I got the base versions. This is the Hartman version, actually pretty nice also, but I really like the base, so I just got the base version instead. And to be honest, it's great. Alright, it's great. I believe most of you have heard the KZ Castor already. So the main character today is actually the KZ Castor Pro, as the video state. So what are the difference? Well, first look at the design. You may see that they have the same box, and I can tell you they have the same cable. We'll take it off. You can see they have the similar cable. It's just a very cheap cables. I think you can find for like a box or something. And they also offer you like 2 white silicone tips with the seam extract tool. That's it. The same for both. Alright. The difference in the design is actually not small. First is the faceless. You can see on the KZ Castor, say KZ Castor. The design is pretty similar, right? It's just changed the word, isn't it? Well, the answer is no, not only, right? Not only just the design. Actually change a bit in the shelf also, even though they are quite similar, but when you put them together you can see that the newer KZ Castor Pro is a bit longer, I would say, right? And then to the side you can see that the KZ Castor Pro is a bit thinner also, but already they look very similar, right? They use kind of same color. The KZ Castor Pro has a gold ring at the vent, and that's it about the design. They're kind of same. I like it. Actually, I don't know, my ear is kind of big, so I have no problem with these, but if you have small ears, maybe this can be a problem for you. They're not that small, right? They're not that small at all. Because I have like is it smaller? I have the KZ EDC. Oh, I think it's the same. They're the same size, so I cannot tell about the size because it fits me perfectly. Right? I have CCA trio, and put them in comparison. I think they almost nearly the same size. Oh, the trio actually thicker. Yeah, but the size of the nozzle doesn't change, so it still fit well on my ears. Okay, alright, that's it for the design talking. Alright, so it said that it's been upgraded with a new driver, and well, I would agree with that. But there are also a bit of difference in the tuning. About the bass, I cannot hear a lot of different in the bass. The Castor Pro doesn't go like any deeper than that. Like, it's not noticeable to my ear. But then the height and the speed of the bass is quite different. I don't know, but on songs like I listen to something like pause mode. Alright, so I'm gonna recommend it, and I choose it to test the bass. I feel that the bass on the Castor is punchier a little bit, like it had like better speed to me. But then on the KZ Castor Pro, the bass is a little bit calmer. I say only a little bit. It's still there. It's still there. You can still feel the energy. It's still fun, but it's calm, right? It's calmer than the KZ Castor. And while it's calmer, it actually gives you more resolutions. Okay, I can feel a bit more texture of it. I don't know, is it my ear or is it real? I tried to listen to it for like a week, so I can say that like I think it have better resolutions. It's a bit calmer, but it's still fun. Don't worry. It's just like the Castor is fun. Like it's more fun on the Castor original. The mid is a huge upgrade. I think you guys who have already hear the Castor can notice that the mid on the Castor is very thin. Alright, it's very thin. But then when it go to Castor Pro, everything sounds kinda natural. Alright? Things sound kinda natural. It's much fuller. Right? It's much fuller. And you can feel it right away. It's very noticeable. The mid is very different. Right? You can feel fuller. You can feel like it's better. It's more natural than the Castor. The Castor is too thin, and you can notice right away. About the heights, I cannot tell. Do I like it on the Castor Pro or don't I? Because well, it offers you more resolutions for sure, right? Resolutions. Oh my gosh, my handwriting's up. All right, offer more resolutions. You can hear some details that you might not hear on the Castor. But then it's tame. It tamed down a little bit. Right? It tamed down a little bit. It tamed down a little bit. What do I mean when I say tame? Well, on the Castor, if you hear on some tracks, I think it's like "I Love You" by Jonas Blue or something. "I Love You" of Jonas Blue. Okay. You can feel like the drums actually pretty sharp, alright? And other songs from One Direction, you can also hear like the drums are pretty sharp. And it's actually make the song more fun. You can also listen to both mode, also have the drums, and it's sharper. It's sharper in your sound. So I don't know, is it called metallic or not? I don't play with terms, so I'm not sure about that. But it's sharper, and when you hear it, sometimes it's causing hash, but well, actually in the Castor it's pretty well. It does not like the sound note 0. If you watch my video on EDC Bro, I actually talk pretty bad about the sound note because I cannot bear that harshness. It sharps, but it's kind of shouty to me. With the Castor, I don't feel like it's shouty because the mids are very thin, and it's just adding texture, adding like the fun into the music you hear. So I think one of the reasons why people who are bassists really love the Castor bass, right, is because it's a very fun set for a very cheap price, like $10. It's crazy. It's crazy value. Well, in my place, you can even get it for like $7-8, even when it's not on sales. So it's crazy value for sure. And then when you upgrade to the Castor Pro, you can hear more details on the heights, right? You have more resolutions. You can hear some noise that you may not hear before, or I cannot tell anything about the separation, but the Castor Bass Pro actually sounds more open to me. I think the soundstage expand a little bit. It's, you know, like the soundstage of the Castor to my ear is like below average, and then the Castor Pro is close to average. All right. I think they don't offer like very good separations. It's so, but for the price, I think it's great. It's much better than my ADC Pro. Yeah, I cannot even compare. With the Tanzuwana, I didn't make a real comparison, so I'm not pretty sure about that. But I think they're the same as far as I remember. But then, yeah, the mids improved a lot. So the Castor Bay Bros actually a better all-rounder than the Castor Base original. All right, it'll be a better all-rounder. It'll be better. Okay, it'll be better on the Castor Bass Pro. So it means that maybe you can enjoy more music out of it. You can enjoy like more genre of it, not only like song that depends on the bass, right? Because you know in the past the mids is very thin and the highs are pretty sharp. So maybe you can listen to EDM and songs that are written for bass head, like the Bose mode or something, right? When it's rumble all the time, you cannot hear a lot of mids. Like you don't usually hear people sing. So it's great. All right, it'll be better all rounder. The mid is improved a lot. All right, you can notice right away. I'm sure about that. You can notice right away. And because the highs were tamed down, the drums are not shapes. Drums are not sharps anymore. Actually, like easier to hear. To be honest, it's easier to hear. It's less fatigue, and I think you can listen to it for longer sessions. Yes. In overall, I prefer the Castor Bass Pro. If you have the Castor bass already and you want to listen to something like a little bit more calm, the punch is still the same, right? The mid bass is still the same. I'm sure about that. But you can hear a better mid, all right? And the highs are tamed down. So maybe it's less fun because the drum now don't like sound as sharp as before. I know like people are prefer that. I sometimes prefer that cab sound. So whenever I want to hear some cab sounds like that, I'll go back to this one instead. But then, yeah, it's better all rounder. You can listen to more stuff on this one, right? And the value doesn't change at all. In my place, they're sold for about $10. I know what is their retail price. I think you have the retail price and you can check out some pages and get it on sale for $10. I believe it's one of the best $10 you've spent. Okay, so that's the Castor. This is the original. How about the CCA Trio? So when the time that the Castor got out, it actually got compared to the CCA Trio, one of the other success pair IMs from the CCA. And I hear from many people that the CCA Trio is an upgrade from the KZ Castor. I completely agree with that. All right. So first off, the bass. So sorry not to mention, but well, all the tests or all the things that I talk about is when I turn up all the stretch. Okay, for reference, I turn on all the stretch from every single pairs. Okay, the Castor Pros, and also on my CCA Trio, I turn all the stretch up. All right, so that it doesn't have any difference, because well, you know that these stretches can change the sounds significantly. Like on the Trio, I usually use it to listen to my songs, my playlist, and if you want to listen to more details, actually you need to turn down the two stretch that related to the bass, and then well, it will be extremely detailed. I mean, not to the level of like other IMs that are expensive, but I think they have good details in the price that they offer, and I cannot tell you anything more about these. Right, it's great value. You have different kind of tune on one set only. The same thing I would say for the CCA, KZ Castor and KZ Castor Pro. I only give my opinions on these two so that you have some reference, and then when you get them, you can try to play with the switch. You can try like different combinations and find which one suits you best. Right, you can low down a bit of the bass, right, and get more extension on the mid and treble so that you can get more details out of it. Or when you feel a bit fatigue of the bass, you can actually turn it down. If you feel fatigue of the treble, you can turn it down to listen to more bass. They are great pairs. All right. There are people that may say that, oh no, those switch are useless. People just switch one profiles all the time. Well, that's not my case. I listen to different kind of music all the time. Sometimes I listen to something like strong, like boost mode, when I need a bit of like energy to boost me up. But all the time, listen to slow song, like song from the 80s, or songs that have the same vibes, like some from the Stephen Sanchez or Alex Sampson. Right, these are very soft, and yeah, at that time, I want the bass to be like the factor that ruin all the things. So I'll turn up all those and keep the mid and treble extension to hear all the things. All right, get back to the review. Sorry, get out of it. Well, the bass. I'm not gonna tell too much, but on some song, the bass on the CCA Trio actually heavier. Right, it actually heavier. It go deeper. It's go deeper. To my ears, it's go deeper a little bit, and they are more in quantity. Right, especially if you have all of them up. On some song only. If some song they have the bass not that much, and even though you boost it or go like the bass already strong, you boost it, it only reach to the same point. But then if the song doesn't have like great bass and you boost it, they'll bring you like different results on different pairs. Actually, the Castor Pro and the C3 trios on the bass, I would say that the speed is quite the same. All right, the speed is quite the same. The mids, I'm not a professional. I don't have like great ears to spot out, but they both sound natural to me. Maybe like the C3 actually offer more details and nuances to the voice, but they're just like little details, and if you don't have golden ears like the viewers on like the internet, then you might not spot them out. Right? About the heights, okay, one more time. I would say like the CCA will be better in both resolutions, and it's smoother, easy to listen to. And well, one more thing I want to talk about is the separations in the sound state. Right, if I say that the soundstage of the KZ Castor is below average, the Castor Pro is near average, right? It's near average soundstage. The CCA Trio, I would consider them to be average. I haven't heard anything that like have much bigger soundstage to this. Alright, I tried KZ PRX recently. I think the soundstage is a little bit bigger or the same, so I cannot tell much about this. The imagined on the CCA Trio is better than the KZ Pro. Alright, the Imagine is better. The separation is much better. So I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I still think that this KZ Castor Bass Pro is in the middle of the KZ Castor in the CCA Trio. It doesn't reach to the points of the three dynamics, three drivers, but it still offers something better than the original. So in my opinion, actually, if you can spend like 10 more bucks, I think it's like 10 or 20 more. I think about 10, right? 10 or 15 more. You can spend like I think nearly double the price and get this. You'll be more satisfied than if you have these, right? I don't say that these are not good. These are very, very good for their price. All right. If I want to give my friend one of the, first pair to introduce them, or if I want to have a bass head pair, I would highly consider this one. Okay, for the KZ, for the price. All right. So, well, actually, I will conclude that the CCA Trio is still better. Alright, it's still an upgrade from both the Castor and the newer Castor Pro. It's still an upgrade if you want to. Alright, it had better separations, and one more thing is that because the heights are smoother, it have more resolutions. You can actually say that the CCA Trio scale better with the volume. Alright, it scale better with the volume. On the Castor Pro, even though it's had an improved mid from the Castor and the resolution has been tamed down a bit, it still feel like the mid will get shouty whenever I turn off the volume. So I just make it enough for me. Alright, and I cannot bear when I turn off the volume, but things are very different with the CCA Trio. It had better separations, better solutions. It's smoother, so I can turn up a little bit more, and it still feel like, oh, I'm getting something good, and I'm supposed to turn it off. I don't want to get down. Okay, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I don't want to get down on the CCA Trio, and I can turn up even one more level of the volume, and I can still feel the same feeling that, oh, I should let it be like this, right? The bass is much stronger because you turn up the volume, right? It hits you like a truck, like boom, 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 right? And everything just very details, because the small things now get bigger than usuals, and I still love the CCA Trio. Alright, so it's still an upgrade from both of them if you want to. In overall, the KZ Castor Pro is a better version of the KZ Castor if you are looking for the bass that are just a little bit calmer, but you have the highs that tame down and the mid that now have full better nuances, sounds more natural, it's thicker, it's not as thin as the original, so you can listen to more genre, get it, okay? And if you want the drum that sounds sharpness and you are focused on the bass only, I think the Castor is still a more fun part, like more fun pair to listen to those type of songs, right? You know, like when you listen to the EDM and the electronic sound, just a bit sharper and more crowded, actually fun. It's actually offer more fun, more. It let you entertain the music more, right? It lets you feel more entertained with the music. So yeah, I think that's a lot of things I talk about the Castor, bro. That's it. I'm out. Thank you for listening. I hope that the thing that I said can give you a sense of how's the three pairs compare with each other and how's the Castor Bro turns out. Thank you. Have a good night or a good day. I know. When I upload this video, I think it'll be like midnight in my place. Thank you guys. Stay safe. Stay cool.